What's up, y'all? It's your girl Kanaya, and I'm back with a video. So I don't even know why I said why I'm back with another video. Like, this is my first video, but I'm gonna be telling a story time on how I got caught sneaking a boy in the house. So yeah. So get your popcorn, get your chips, get your water, get your snacks, get whatever, because this is very juicy. This is details. This is R-rated. Now, if you 14 and under, like, you just need to go. Like, you just need to go. So it was on a school night. It was on a, what was it? A Tuesday night. Y'all, oh, I feel so bad. I was actually talking to somebody, but we weren't even serious. So I was talking to this boy. We're gonna call him AJ. So I was on the phone with this boy named AJ. We was talking or whatever, but we weren't serious, and we had gotten into a big argument. Like, he was doing some fugazi stuff. Like, when it's coming to me and you talking to me, you cannot be talking to somebody else, because I'm automatically think you on some goofy shit. I'm gonna think that you just weird and you doing some lame stuff, and I ain't got time for that. I don't do stuff like that. So we talking or whatever and stuff like that. And then I remember he said something that just made me mad. So I just hung up in his face. So my sneaky link, he had this poll thing on his story. And it was like, pull up on who? I pushed yes. I didn't think he was going to reply right back then and there, but he did just like that. So I was like, okay, like, he replied back. So he was like, what you doing? And I was like, nothing. And he was just like, can I come over? And I was like, I mean, yeah. So he was like, okay. Mind y'all, my brother and his girlfriend are outside in the car. I didn't really think too much of it. I had it down pat. I thought my brother was gone. So I'm like, yeah, come over. So I'm waiting on him. I went in the shower. I shaved. I exfoliated. I did all that good stuff. Lotioned up and everything. Make sure I smell good. Yes, I did have on the same bonnet. And I had on like a long Minion t-shirt. I had on panties though under it. I promise I did. So he was like, I'm down the street. So I'm like, okay. So my heart is thumping, and I'm just like, your heart even shouldn't be thumping, because usually, like, when I usually sneak him in, I don't really just think about it too much. I just do it and then get it over with, because if I think too much into it, something bad gonna happen. Because that shit always happens. When I think too much into some shit, some bad shit always fucking happens. So he said, I'm here. He was at the door. So I was like, okay. So I snuck him in. I closed the door. And then I see my brother. Walking. He was walking from the area and he was walking to the door. And I was running upstairs. I said, go, 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 go. Like I tell him, I said, go, go. So he went. I closed the door. And I told him, I said, hide in the closet, hide in the closet. So I closed the door. Soon as I was going to pretend like I was fake sleep. No, I was pretending like I was going to get out the shower or something. That was my excuse. My bad, I'm jumping. So I did that, and then I had a knock on the door, and it was like, boom, boom, boom. And he was jiggling my door. Mind you, I locked my door. See, when I sneak him in, whenever I sneak him in, I always lock my door, because, shit, I don't want to get caught. So I locked my door, and I unlocked it, and I opened it, and he was like, what you doing? And I said, nothing. I just got out the shower. I said, I'm finna go to sleep. He was like, somebody in here? And I said, no. And he was like, bro, there better not be nobody in here. He said, you better not be lying to me. He was like, let me see. So he did and stuff. He was like, check the closet. Me, I'm playing stupid as hell. He said, check the closet. So I checked the closet. I did the first one because I have in my old apartment, I had 2 closets in my room. I had the left one and I had a right one. He was in the right one, so I didn't want to open the one that I already knew I was about to get in trouble in. So I was just playing tit for tat with his ass. So I opened the left one. He was like, "No, open the right one." I said, "Open the right one." And then he was like, "All right, I ain't got time for your fucking games. I'm finna fucking open that door." So my heart is just thumping fast. I'm like, "Fuck!" Like I'm about to get in trouble. So he opened the door. He said, "Get up." And I feel so bad to this day because I thought I had this planned out, but I didn't. So, you know what I'm saying? He got out the closet and my brother turned the light on. He was like, "Nigga, who is you?" And he was, and my second link was like, "I'm just a friend." And he was like, my brother getting on my ass. He was like, "Why the fuck you bring this bitch ass nigga up in here?" And I'm like, well, he didn't have nowhere to stay. Me trying to play this shit out real good. I'm like, he didn't have nowhere to stay. He didn't have nowhere to go. So I told him he can come over here. He was like, "Who the fuck told you could bring a nigga up in here?" And I didn't say nothing. And my brother was trying to fight him. He was like, "Bitch ass nigga, what's up, nigga?" He was like, "You have to fight me today." I said, "No, you not." I said, "You not gonna touch him." And he was like, "Why are you defending this nigga so much?" I said, "Nigga, because I can defend him if I want to. Like, you trying to fight him. Like, why are you trying to fight him? Like, I'm not understanding. You trying to fight him because of something that I did, and you're trying to fight him." And I said, "No, no, no." I said, "He got asthma." And he said, "I don't give a fuck if he got asthma." I said, "What I do?" I said, "I'm not gonna go to jail or you go into jail because of some stupid stuff that you did." So me and him arguing back and forth and stuff, and I was like, "Can you just let him go?" I said, "Please, can you just let him go home?" So he was like, "No, I'm not gonna let him go. We finna fight." I said, "No, we not." I said, he was like, "Well, your ass gonna get pushed too." I said, "Well, you gonna have to fight me because I'm not gonna let you touch him. Like, you don't know him. You're not gonna touch him. You're not gonna touch him." And my brother was just getting on my ass. He was like, "My nigga, you fam, you my motherfucking sister. You gonna defend a nigga over me?" And I was like, "Now you see how this shit feels. When you had a fucking girlfriend, you act like you didn't know who the fuck I was. But now since you still got her, you want me to just sit here and kiss your ass. Like, no." And that's the problem. That's the problem with me and my brother. Like, we always argue about stupid shit. It's always something we arguing about. It's either we arguing about a female he talked to, somebody I talked to, some stuff that goes on in the house. Like, y'all, my brother is a Cancer, and I feel like Cancers always feel like they just got to say some shit. Like, this shit ain't got nothing to do with you. Why do you feel like you have to add your extra ass 2 cents into something that has nothing to do with you? So I had to hang up, and my brother was like, "Call dad." He was like, "Call daddy." And I was like, "No." And he was like, "Call daddy." And I said, "No." He said, call daddy right now." And I'm like, "Shit, all right." So I'm calling him, and my dad was like, "Hello?" And he was like, he said, "Give me that fucking phone." The nigga snatched the shit out of my phone. So he got the phone, and then when he got the phone, my dad was, he was on the phone with my dad. And he was like, "Hello?" And he was like, "Yeah, what's up, son?" And he was like, "They just snuck a nigga up in the house." He said, "What should I do to this nigga?" And he was like, "Oh, goddamn." My dad was like, "Just let him go." He was like, "Nigga, get out my house." And I'm thinking, looking at this nigga like, get out your house? Like, nigga, what fucking bill do you pay for? Let me know what bill do you pay for. Because last time I checked, you don't pay shit. Get out your house. Nigga, what house do you live in? Like, you live in, but you barely even pay the cable bill. Like, come on now, sir. So he was saying that, and my dad was like, "Put me on motherfucking speakerphone." And so me and him was talking. He was like, "Why the fuck?" He said, "Now I'm tired of this. Why the fuck you sneak that boy in that house again after I told you not to? Like, you acting like a fucking slut." I kid y'all not. When my dad called me a slut, I was like, I don't even want shit to do with this man at all. Like, you called me a slut, you disrespected me, you didn't even care. Like, why? Like, what was the reason behind you saying I'm a slut? Like, ain't you do the same shit? Like, hello? So he said that, and I was like, I don't know. He was like, I'm tired of this shit, man. He was like, I'm already sitting over the fact you lost your virginity. Mind y'all, I lost my virginity in 2018. And you still bringing it up? I'm confused. Like, I don't understand. Y'all, with me, I don't understand parents. I don't understand how the fuck y'all be getting so fucking mad when we lose our virginity, especially the girls, and y'all take the shit out of way proportion and y'all make it into something bigger than what it's supposed to be. Like, I don't understand shit like that. Like, that shit pisses me off to the fullest. Like, to the fucking fullest. So after all that had happened, he was like, I don't even want to talk to you. He was like, get off my phone. So I hung up, and my brother ended up telling my mom. My mom ended up finding out and stuff. So I was scared. I went to sleep. Y'all, I could not sleep that night. Like, I was tossing and turning everything. So I was asleep. I heard then roll around, what, 3 o'clock came, because my mom doesn't get off till 3 o'clock in the morning. So I heard the keys dangling, and I know it's her, and I'm like, fuck, I already know she's gonna come up in here and cuss me out. That's what I thought. So she come up in here with that damn belt in my room. She was like, so you want to sneak motherfucking niggas in my house? You want to sneak niggas in my house? And I'm like, mama, no, like, chill. So she whooping the fucking shit out my legs. I'm like, I'm not even crying. Like, I'm dead ass eating the fucking pain. I'm dead ass eating the fucking hits that she hitting me with. But she left me a badass bruise on my middle finger, on both my middle fingers, on both of my calf muscles. Some people at school thought I was getting beat on, but I said no. I didn't tell nobody what happened or anything. So she was like, give me that motherfucking phone. And matter of fact, I'm gonna go through that motherfucking phone too. So y'all, before she even went through it, I was deleting shit anyways. Like, I swear to God. Snapchat, she couldn't even really go in through Snapchat. I barely be on Snapchat. There's nothing in Snapchat. So Instagram was my main thing that I was scared of her going into. But I just deleted the messages and shit. And I deleted the messages between me and him. I was deleting messages. Y'all, I had hoes back then, but I was mainly fucking with him because there was always a nigga that I was always fucking with. So I deleted a lot of stuff. So I deleted messages between me and him. I deleted messages between me and my friends, sister. Anything, little fucking suspect, gone. Fucking Snapchat, gone. Fucking the messages between me and him, gone. Fucking, there's notifications on the fucking phone when he texts me, gone. All of that shit was gone. So I deleted it and stuff like that. So she went through it and she didn't find nothing. So next day roll around and shit like that, and we get into the car, and she was talking to me and stuff. She was like, you can't have your phone until I feel like I can trust you. She was like, until I can see some improvement in you, then I give your phone back. Until then, I don't know. And one thing that pisses me off is that when they fucking say, until I can fucking trust you. Like, okay, so, like, the fuck? So she said that and whatever. So I was just like, at this point, I didn't really give a fuck because, y'all, with me, I am very sneaky. When I was younger, I was very sneaky. Like, whenever I fucked up, I always made sure I had a backup phone to get in contact with my friends and tell them everything was good and make sure that I was staying out of trouble and shit. Like, no cap. So yeah, all that had happened, and I'll never forget that day. Like, ever. But only thing that like still bugs me like till this day is that the fact that whenever I'm having a conversation with my dad or my mom, they feel the need to bring that fucking incident up, and that shit happened like 3 years ago. Like, I don't understand how you can bring some shit up. No, take it back. I don't understand how you can bring up some shit that happened. Yeah, that happened 3 years ago, because it's like, bro, this shit happened 3 years ago. Why the fuck you bringing up something that happened 3 years ago? Like, I don't understand. So that's the end of this video. I hope y'all like it. I'm gonna have another story time tomorrow, so stay tuned. Bye.